Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down.
Here we go.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete to the right. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Just ran over it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Trucks through the defender. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the catch. It's Preston. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Complete downfield. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And the defense gets to him, but not before he reaches the 2.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really not.
Diving for the score. He loses the football.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line.
First and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the timing just a hair off.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but, man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots, so they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown!
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to him. Trying to escape and get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Looking to buy time. He's going to run it. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Number 49, set to kick off.
Catches it cleanly at the 20.
The return is tackled down at the 31, and the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Makes his connection.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Preston. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
This offense has a 2nd down play. The give to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
They'll run the toss. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, your running back, he gets out there faster. Got a positive gain. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Snags it. He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB is making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
To kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 40. Off he goes. The 30. Inside the 10. Lean for the wire. Touchdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up 14 over Florida State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Going to the running game. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Running back searching for a hole. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Preston. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This is a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. With the catch, it's Preston. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Oh, he's looking to throw. Oh, and he wants to throw it. Reels it in down the left side. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the offense on first down. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Offense gets set for second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. A run for the quarterback. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
He'll do it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll just down it right there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this. He lets it fly. Makes Makes the catch on the left. Oh, look out. There he goes. 10. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Man, with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss, and you get to come back home. And this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up by 17 over Florida State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to pass it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to throw on 3rd. Pulls it in, it's Black. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. The RPO, it's complete. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent.
A shot toward the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. They just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. Let's see where this team can go.
And he makes the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense set on 1st down. Tosses to the quarterback. Dances away from the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And listen, QB job number 1. Take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
Wide open downfield. Into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He wants to take the top off. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. From the red zone, looking for a man. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Good enough for a first down.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Can the D deny them on second and goal? The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll try to blast their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's third and goal. Makes the catch and gets the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Barnes. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, that time on third and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up fourth.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the returner is stopped.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Back to the quarterback. Starting to feel a little pressure. Going to try to get it himself. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. It'll be first and 10 from the 30.
That's how you earn your first down the hard way. Really good job by the QB dropping back to pass, scrambling, getting the first down, but taking a big shot at the end.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Here comes the offense on second down. Defense dropping into soft coverage. On second down, he'll let it fly. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
He breaks a tackle. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up fourth and long.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. And now this offense will take the field again. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Gets away from one. He's got space. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. They'll try to pick up the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game, get some first downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Barnes. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They'll go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is